Yeah.
All right, I'm Daniel.
I'm
still Daniel.
I'm like scratching my head. Okay.
All right, we ready?
Yeah.
All right, I'm Daniel.
I'm Connor.
I'm at skill.
And this is the top 5 games or 15 games of 2025, depending on how this list goes. We have honorable mentions, so possibly 18. I don't know how math works. My honorable mention is Thieves Market, which is a re-edition of a game that was published in 2016 or 15, I believe. It's a really cult game that became like a really a bigger hit the longer it went on. And it's a good game. It's a dice game where you just keep stealing dice from each other. You just roll a ton of dice. You grab what you want. You can steal from each other. The game can't start until they stop stealing from each other. It's a blast, and it's strategic, and it's just a lot. It's a lot of fun. That's my honorable mention. It's played at Pro ATL in March, so yeah.
Very cool. My honorable mention is Sweetlands. So I think the Kickstarter just ended a little bit ago. I didn't end up getting it, but it looks like it has a lot of elements of games that we generally play together. So a little bit of kind of building out your own little board, building out your tableau, building up an engine, and working on kind of building up your own little, I guess it's like a culinary candy shop type thing. The general idea is you're building up a kingdom of sweets. So it looks a little heavy for what it is, which is the reason it probably didn't make my top 5, but I'm really interested to try it in the next year.
What interests me about that is that it's a cozy, heavy game.
Yeah.
Is that possible?
That makes no sense.
Yeah. Is that
Well, the
possible?
theme looks really like cutesy, and I don't know if you've seen it, but it's all like candy oriented and like it's like a Japanese sweets type thing, and then it's actually very heavy.
Yeah, and then you get the engine building, all that. Yeah,
Interesting.
it was almost made my list, to be fair. But,
Oh, really?
Yeah, but I don't know enough about it. I didn't pay much attention to the Kickstarter or anything like that, but I figured it's like cozy Euro. I like cozy games. I like heavy games. You know, you put it together.
Who's publishing it?
It is a smaller. I think it might be their first game, but I don't want to say
think
that
so.
without being 100% sure.
That's valid.
It's a newer. They don't have a whole lot of stuff. Yeah,
But the designers are known, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, the designers made, I think, Ostia.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Which I have.
Okay.
I haven't played that one, but yeah, that's right. They have, or at least one of them has.
Okay. All right. Cool. So for my honorable mention, I hope I don't get smite for this because it's not a new
my
game.
God.
It's not a new game,
You had one job!
but it's
That's why it's
coming
the
out
honorable
next year.
mention.
It's coming out next year. So it's honorable mention. It's Puerto Rico because
Oh, okay.
definitely new
Okay.
to me.
No, that's fair. It's a whole different game.
I don't think it's a whole different.
No.
There's slight
Isn't it?
tweaks.
I could have sworn like it was like half
It's
the
just
game.
like a remaster, I think, with a lot of new Awakened Realms components.
This is the game you haven't stopped talking about, right?
I feel I mean.
That's what I thought. I thought it was
Well, to be
like, okay.
frank, every time I said Puerto Rico, you thought I'm talking about this game.
Talking about this one game.
Yeah, I mean most of the time I was.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, no, it's a very cool game. It's very vintage. It has a big clout following for it. I never played it, but the theme appeals to me because, frankly, I'm Puerto Rican and I want a game that says Puerto Rico.
Okay.
And secondly, is this it's a slightly heavier Euro with the first, not the first, but I guess the popularized. I pick an action, I get the best version of that action, but everybody follows me in that
Yeah.
action.
Oh, yeah.
Like this-
I didn't realize that has that. I've not played
Yeah.
Puerto Rico.
It's interesting. Apparently, it's like solvable, but
Interesting.
if you play the game more, I think you have a better advantage. Like you know, like a Blood Rage kind of thing. Like, you understand it? But the idea of the game is that you're trying to have a plantation, develop the plants, build buildings in your little city, and then ship them off. And when you ship them off and leave one, like the person who chooses what good to ship, everybody kind of has to follow with that too.
Interesting.
So it's not just an action; it's kind of like you're dictating the market also. So that's.
So it's recipe fulfillment?
I don't want to say recipe because you're not given recipes, but you're kind of
okay.
you're kind of choosing which plantations, which plants to or agriculture to have, I guess, and then you kind of dictate the market. Like there's 3 boats, and there's like 5 resources. So the moment that a boat has a resource, that boat must only have that resource.
Oh,
So
interesting.
I like economic games, I like business games, so that kind of like all feels. But it's honorable mention because it exists. You
Okay.
know? So it wouldn't be my list for sure. But.
I feel like that might be like a that can't be how the base game is. They didn't have both
No,
in
it
the
is.
first game, was it?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think it's pretty much the same game.
I have like 3 copies of it.
Because like they didn't when they did Castles of Burgundy, they didn't change the game. They
it's like that.
yeah, it's Awakened Realms.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think they made the game like viable, like not viable, possible with 2 players, which I don't think it was.
Yeah, they might add
Oh,
stuff like
yeah.
that, but they don't change the core mechanisms.
Okay, that's fair. So my number 5, and as we all know, I'm the video game IP guy. And it's not the entire list. It is too many, probably. And I think I looked it up. It should be coming out this year. If I'm wrong, please forgive me. It's Terraria. I'm so excited. I love Terraria. I did not like Minecraft that much. I played it since beta. Terraria, like the video game, way better for the sole logic of the water physics. and the board game looks dope. The Wall of Flesh, like the bosses they have look amazing. I'm excited for it. I have too many video game IP games. Not all of them are good. Most of them aren't. I want this one to be one of the good ones, so I have hope, which is why it's number 5 and no higher.
Yeah, I played Terraria the video game a lot. But
So good, right?
I remember seeing that it come out on Kickstarter, but it just, I figured you'd probably get it and I can try it.
Yeah, 100%.
With that in mind,
Yeah.
my number 5 is Creature Kitchen. So
Really?
I wanted a lighter game on my list because most of it tends heavier, as is most of the games that were on our lists. But I think Flamecraft is adorable. It's like a great worker placement, kind of entry level game. Creature Kitchen looks like it's got some kind of fun, like simultaneous bidding. So it has a thing where like you bid the power of your worker basically, and if it's lower power, it goes faster, so you get what you want. But if it's higher power, you get more stuff. And so I think that sounds really fun. It looks pretty light, so a little bit of a change of place, and then change of pace. And it's Cardboard Alchemy, which we know has done me good so far. So
I'm waiting.
Excited to try another one of those.
Gotta get that Drama's Edge promo card now.
Yeah,
Heck yeah,
I'm
bro.
locked in. all the Cardboard Alchemy things, they'll keep drip feeding me Drama's Edge content.
Oh my gosh.
Interesting. Yeah, to be fair, I'm pretty sure like games escaped my list. I'm glad that it's on yours.
Okay.
It wasn't gonna make mine. For me, number 5, I don't know enough about, but I'm kind of just going based off theme. It's Avalon the Rivenvale. I don't know who makes it.
I forget.
It's
the
people who
Oathsworn
made
people,
Oathsworn.
right?
Yeah, exactly. I don't know much about it, and I'm sure like I don't play Oathsworn, but I know it's a different turn on that. It's a 2 to 4 player area control fighting game based on the King Arthur era, and like that's how you get me. Like stuff like that, like the mythological, heavy, I guess, fighting. I don't know. I don't know enough about it. To be fair, like not nearly as much about Puerto Rico, but it's definitely there. And I would like to try it. Would I get it? I don't know. Maybe it's a Dice Tower East kind of like try.
Yeah, I know. I think what's interesting about that one is that they seem to make it predominantly about 2-player, which is usually not what area control games
Yeah, for an
are.
area control, you're
So
like,
that's weird.
They're doing something interesting. I don't know a whole lot about it either, other than
there's
I've seen some
potential.
pictures.
I've seen some, and I just like will skip to the end of videos, and they'll say it's a good game.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, okay, that's enough for me.
I mean, isn't that what Lord of the Rings, the Seven Wonders thing is?
No, it's Lord of the Rings 7 Wonders is basically the same game, but they tweaked some stuff. So they got rid of the points and then had like a battle.
They got rid of points?
Yeah, there's no points
It's just a
anymore.
war?
Yeah.
That sounds so much cooler. What the heck?
Yeah, so I think it's like 80% the same game, but it's a little bit different.
I'm surprised. My number 4 is also a video game IP game. Look, it might be a video game IP game. To be fair, I don't know if it's based off the video game from 1992, for the record. Did you guys ever play March of the Ants on PC?
Oh yeah,
Bro,
that's not a new game though.
What?
Okay, continue.
Finspan. It's now Finspan. Wait, what if it's not a new game?
You're talking about the Ant game?
Yeah.
It's an old game.
What do you mean it's an old game?
It's a remake of an old game.
What do you mean it's no, what?
Oh,
Yeah.
So I can reorganize my list.
Reorderize.
Yeah, what's it called?
It's called March of the Ants.
Yeah, that's an old game.
Oh no.
It's from a long time ago.
Hold on.
We gotta restart the
March of Connor proves me wrong
Yeah.
is amazing.
Yeah.
2025. Oh, 2015?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, 2015, dog. It's an old
Change
game.
your honorable mention, bro.
Look, March of the Ants Evolved Edition, okay? I want to march some ants, okay? It has to be different now to justify this placement. I'm so excited for it. I like me some ants, man. Look, it's like a... I don't know too much about it, but you can customize your ants.
Yeah,
you
that's
change the
pretty
head,
funny.
the body, the butt.
Oh, that's cool.
It's really cool. And then like you use that to, I think you fight against other people too?
Yeah,
It's like-
my understanding is you build your little ant and then it gives
Yeah.
you asymmetric powers to like fight other
Like
people.
it looks hilarious.
It's a quote unquote
Wow.
Civ game.
Exactly. Like
That's even cooler.
dude,
Yeah.
I'm telling you, the video game in like the 90s, I played it all the time. It scared the crap out of me. You go down the wrong hole, suddenly you get eaten by a spider. Terrifying. If it even has part of that in there, I don't think it counts as a video game IP game because it's a really weird video game. But like, I'm hyped for that. Maybe not. Maybe it's a remake, but I'm still hyped for it, man.
Still.
It'll be a
sounds
super
good.
ultimate edition.
And then
so
if not, let's say Force Finspan. I did it. It's on there.
you snuck that one
I
in.
snuck it in there.
I'm changing the order of mine real quick. My number 4
That's so
is
sad.
I don't actually know the correct pronunciation. Luthier.
Oh, Luthier's on your list?
Yeah.
I thought it would be. Okay.
That was one that I forgot, and then I remembered it.
Who makes that?
That's gonna
It's
the
Paverson Games.
Pearson, yeah, Patterson.
Made by Dave Beck. I don't know if he designed it, but that's his
Yeah,
company.
so that's the gist of the game is that you're like a Renaissance era, I think,
Yeah.
instrument maker. So
Yeah.
you're designing different instruments, building them out, and then performing concerts and selling the instruments to famous performers and musicians and stuff. I think they have a couple of historical people in there. But it looks really cool. We played Distill a pretty good amount of time when it first came out.
Not too much.
And I think that the production is going to be great. The theme is cool and unique, and it has a lot of like interesting combinations of worker placement, and we seem to gravitate to a lot of worker placement games.
Is that what it is? Worker placement?
Yeah, it's worker placement, auction, and like hidden. It's hidden auction.
Yeah.
Okay. And I think it technically said area control in there. I'm not sure.
Yeah, you do like because you take turns and then you execute the turns. Everybody bids on a space, and then you execute the order of the space based on who bid what, and then you can get like workers that manipulate your numbers and stuff. So. And then I think depending on the power of your worker, you do more or less and stuff like that. So, and people can take what you want. Yeah. So it's got a couple of cool things and seems pretty cool.
No, I'm hyped for you.
It does look good. Yeah, like, it grabbed my attention. I'm not like.
I've wavered like 5 times on backing that one.
Really? Yeah. Oh, backing. I was gonna say that was be on your list.
No. Yeah, I'm pretty excited for that one.
Right?
Yeah, that sounds good. So, this game I actually wavered on whether I want or not. So it's kind of funny. Like I'm like, there's a point where I really wanted it, but then I kind of like wanted it less. And now I was like, I saw a video the other day, and like, no, I want it again. It's Brink from Ivy Studios.
Oh, yep. Valid.
Yeah, because I think I wanted it until I played Fractured Sky. So Fractured Sky is cool. It's the most beautiful game I've probably ever played, to be honest with you. But hidden bidding is like kind of like weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little weird mechanic, but it's still like, I think it's worth giving a shot 100%. So this game is cool because you have like negotiation. You have hidden bidding, it is, right?
I think so.
There's worker placement in it.
Because you bid on the like power of the colors of the powers, right? Of the votes or whatever.
Yeah, there's definitely voting, and then like there's like I don't even know how it works. So much, but like seems cool enough to put on this list. And I think it grew more of my attention as I played other Ivy Studio games like Moonrakers. That felt really well.
Rest in peace.
Right? Oh, crap, awkward story. But yeah, no, so I will play it eventually. Will I get it? I have to play first.
My problem with the IV games is I was really interested in that one too, but I always feel like if you're not going to commit to get the super, it's not that it'll be a bad game, but it's so nice.
You're gonna have a nice version,
things.
But everybody's.
And I think if I have the retail version, I'm gonna be like, I'm so disappointed.
I don't know, because Moonraker's base was still good. You still had like a good amount of like you had the metal coins, you had like the really pretty ships and all that stuff.
It was expensive though.
It was like $70, yeah. But also retail was like $65. Like it was like you didn't.
To be fair, it's just a card game.
It really is a card game.
Yeah.
It's board game in name only.
Because Brink has a lot more to do with the board, and you get the cool. Okay. It has like a combination of both. Because you have like the
territory control.
You have that like cool little player board and shelter and stuff, kind of like Fractured Sky has. So.
Yeah, and you're trying to like.
It doesn't have magnets.
There are some exploration, I believe, from what I remember.
Exploration,
and you kind of like.
You flip over
control
tiles.
that area depending on how strong your person is.
Yeah,
it's cool.
Valid.
Number 3.
I always start off with Number 3. Not a video game IP game.
The only one.
But a game about video game IPs. Super Boss Monster, for the record.
Oh, okay.
Fair.
Boss Monster. Have you guys played Boss Monster?
Yes.
Yeah. No, I've only played Overboss.
Oh, dude. Yeah. Well, you played kind of Overboss.
Kind of Overboss.
So, Boss Monster is such a good game. Dude, the amount of references, like Sephiroth is Angstagoth. Dude, so funny. Super Boss Monster is literally... Okay, look. Okay, it's a different game. It is Boss Monster still, but they add, like, a town where the villagers actually go through before you kill them, so they kind of, like, get different things, event cards. It makes it a different game, but it's fully compatible with everything else. They have... like 6 sets now for Boss Monster? Super dope. Because each one adds like a whole different stuff. Because there's mini bosses, there's actual like better epic heroes. Like it's such a dope game.
So it's not like just like Boss Monster Part 2.
It's not Part 2. It's literally just like you're still playing Boss Monster, but the amount that's added to the middle will change the game. Like because the main thing is the heroes kind of just sit there until they like go to you, which I like. It's cool, but like sometimes you're all tied for the same attributes way too many times. So the heroes go nowhere, but in this case, it's there's a bunch of stuff that happens that it just makes it more alive.
Yeah,
and
that's
I'm
fantastic.
super hyped for
I do feel like Boss Monster was a fun game, but it kind of like lacked that. You sound like it has a super Boss Monster.
Yeah, so. Like I really like it for if it wasn't the same IP, or like if it wasn't video games, I probably wouldn't.
And it's
love it.
And it's like pixelated art too, right?
Yeah.
Which is where they should have stayed. I
like,
love that 8-bit look that they had on that one, and they kind of ruined it with Dungeon Card, I feel.
I thought so, but then I realized it was a rendition of Diddy Kong Racing, like Mario Kart 64.
Oh,
and
really?
looking at that light, I was like, oh, they're just like...
Oh, really? They're going for that
Yeah,
style.
because I was like, why is it like, they did 3D render, that's not even like the best render. Then someone pointed out, like, just like Mario... I'm like, oh, dude, they did a great
it
job.
was supposed to be bad.
Yeah, I'm like, great job, Dad.
Gotcha.
No, I love game... No, that's Brotherwise. I love Brotherwise, man. They just did the Sanderson RPG, right?
Yeah, they've
Yeah.
done a couple things because the Stormlight is them too. The Call to Adventure.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they just finished the biggest game Kickstarter of all time. I think it was the Brandon Sanderson RPG.
Oh, probably yeah.
Yeah, it
Because
was.
you slap his name on there.
I felt bad because I emailed them
Yeah,
when they were
true.
doing that Kickstarter, and then they just hit like the biggest of all time. Like, I'm sorry for emailing you. I'm like, take your time. But yeah, that's mine.
My number 3 is a game that I've definitely talked about a lot, and it's Galactic Cruise. So.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's you, Edward, and everyone else I know.
Galactic Cruise. What's not to like? You're building out your space cruise ship. You get to pick all the modules that your tourists are going to go on, like space paintball, space spas, space golf,
You guys really
space.
You guys really been talking about this game. I'm surprised.
I think I don't know. The theme really calls to me. It looks like a game that would be really good at like 2 and 3 players, which is kind of generally where we sit a lot.
Yeah.
To where there's not a lot of downtime, but you still get crunchy decisions, and it looks very replayable, which is always nice. And it just has that like Lacerda style that I want to get one of those probably games in my collection, but I don't need a whole lot of. And I think that combination of package looks really, really nice. And all the coverage of it, everybody's had really good praise. And I know you got to try
100%, yeah.
at least a really early copy, but
I think I'll like it now even more because I liked it back then. But now that we played so many Euros with you guys, like true Euros, I think I'll appreciate it even
well,
more.
and when you played it, that was at the convention I met you at
Southern
for a
Friday,
day, right?
Yeah,
And,
you actually technically saw it.
Yeah,
for
we
like-
were going through Atlanta, and Daniel texted me, "What are you doing? Can you come to Atlanta?" And I was like,
Yo, what?
"I'm actually
I'm not
gonna be
joking.
in Atlanta in like an hour and a half."
no.
Literally, it was crazy. Dude, I
Yeah.
had like extra tickets. It worked out way too perfectly, bro.
What are the odds?
No, like the
Very interesting.
zero.
But I was so sad because I wanted to try it before I knew anything about it.
Yeah.
But all of his demo tables were full, and it was like a
Yeah.
30-minute demo, and the next one wasn't for a couple hours, and we didn't know how long we'd be able to stay. So
Yeah, I thought the 30-minute demo would be a long time for a demo because I was still only like 6 months in the industry or something like that. But then I was like, I get it now.
Yeah.
I fully get it now.
Yeah.
But that's a winded way to say space game is very spacey. This is the year of space game.
This is the
past
past
year
year.
and a half.
Those
Yeah,
arcs,
apparently.
Edge, everyone's replacing my good old fantasy. I mean,
Yeah.
space is good, but fantasy, where you at?
You backed this game, right?
I did not.
Wow.
Really?
I can still. I have the.
Not until the 31st was a window.
No, you can still get on. It'll just get delivered late. Because I'm on the pledge manager and I've jumped back and forth.
Yeah, I remember that. I was wondering if you found
That's like half of the games on my list. That I was
Yeah.
like, do I do it? Do I not?
Maybe,
Yeah.
maybe.
No.
Normally I do it. This year I've been a little bit better on the trigger.
See, I always,
Probably because of the ones that.
I'll say I always wait. I always wait to play it at least once. Cause
I really wanted to try it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't backed the game ever, and then this one I was thinking of being my first one. To
Oh, really?
So it's actually not on my list because I knew you were gonna put it.
Yeah.
And I still want to play it, but I think the other games I had enough potential to make the list.
And
right?
you have
So,
one coming up that's probably pretty
Uh,
similar.
No comment.
No comment.
Yeah, but yeah, it was at the time I haven't played Lacerda yet. I really wanted to play a Lacerda type game, so and that one just that thing just looks amazing. So definitely on my list. That's not on this list. It's a list.
A-list.
Yeah, exactly.
Somewhere.
So my number 3 is okay. So I feel like Ivy Studio does a great job of.
Oh,
creating
I
life.
know. I knew it. I knew it.
They look amazing,
Oh my
and
gosh.
I didn't want it either, to be fair. But then I played a roll and write that I really
Oh
liked.
my god.
Oh yeah.
I played-
I forgot about this one.
I knew
Yeah.
it. It was. Oh my gosh.
I played Dinosaur Island roll and write, and after I played that, I'm like, I want 10.
I'm in.
I want 10.
I knew it,
Yeah.
bro.
It looks really cool, and the idea is amazing. It's oh my god, Stardew Valley, the roll and write,
Yeah,
Better
pretty much. Or Animal Crossing.
Animal Crossing, the roll and write. The idea is that like at this point I can speak more on the games. I understand them better. You're on an alien.
Yeah.
You're an alien on an alien planet, and in fact, and you're working for the Zenith Corporation, which you may or may not know would be evil. Who cares, right? You're just gonna be farming and doing cool roll and write stuff. Buckets of dice, and
Is it really a dice game?
it's apparently it's
some,
in
yeah.
everything in right.
Oh,
So it's not
okay.
roll and write, not flip and write, not
It has a
stamp
little-
them right, not
yeah.
scratch it
Yeah.
right. Apparently,
Yeah, scratch and sniff basically.
that's cool. Like you can scratch it. I think the scratching is like the mining mechanic.
Yeah.
And then
The forest too.
Which is kind of dope, yeah.
yeah, like little stamps. It just looks good. Great production. I definitely, I think it might be one I'd get, honestly. Even though it's a pricey, like I think it's possible.
I really
gotta
like
see when it comes out.
the scratch off sheets.
The
I think
scratches
that's
are
pretty
it's super unique.
It's unique, but it
Absolutely.
sucks because it's the only game that like you can't laminate and play endlessly.
Yeah, they said they're gonna sell replacements
Oh, I
or
bet they
whatever, but
Yeah,
It's funny.
they got that.
Yeah, they got that
marketing money.
yeah.
I talked to you. I don't know. I think it was you guys. And you see this like all the papers and they're rolling right. Like, oh, what if I run out? You're not gonna run out.
Yeah,
You know what
I
I'm
think
saying?
the only way that you this is one of the only ones that I think you realistically would, because I
Yeah.
think they said it doesn't come with a whole lot of the scratch off
Oh.
sheets. So if you play it like 4 players 10 times, you might run out. You know.
Oh, that's
but,
it? Oh no.
yeah, because I think
wow.
there's like 50 sheets in it.
Oh, what the heck?
Of the scratchies.
Dang, dude, just do random. I would just take
Because that was
pictures
one
at
of the
point.
big bonuses of the Kickstarter I noticed was they like doubled all of the supplies.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny when you said Brink, I was gonna be like, oh, not 10, and then the next one, I'm like, there it is. Alright, my number 2, and it's only number 2 because my number 1 is I'm absolutely hyped for 100%. But it's my number 2. It's Luthier. 100%. I know so much.
Really?
Dude, I love.
I didn't know if that would be on your list.
Dude, when you start talking about it, I'm like, I can't.
Yeah.
I know too much
Hold
about
on.
this game. I'm like, I think it has everything. Like, it's everything I love. I'm a classically trained musician. I played violin, cello, bass, like all that stuff.
I never
Dude,
knew this about you.
the box art. Yeah, I played 11 instruments. Used to. Now at this point, I think I play like 2 max. But no, dude, that box art, one of the most beautiful box arts I've seen. That box art alone took over the internet for like a week. Dude, so clean. And then Dave Beck does a great job.
That's why I know nothing of it, but I've seen it.
Yeah, no, it's one of
The
those
art
things.
is gorgeous.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous. And then when I was hyped about it before I even knew it was like I think it was like a bidding game and a worker placement. Like it's a bunch of other things I was hyped for. So I'm
Kinda
like, bro,
combined.
like you already had me at Luthier. People try to explain like, well, the word means. I'm like, I know what a Luthier is,
You
guys.
gotta sing it too.
Yeah, you of
actually.
all people.
I will say, I'm like, dude, I've 3D printed my own violin. I know what a Luthier is at this point. But no, I'm so hyped for Luthier. Dave Beck, I'm so excited for Luthier. But yeah, that's me.
All right, my number 2 is called Flow. So I don't know if you guys know what Flow is.
Heard the name.
I kind of call it like, it reminds me of like a sandbox video game.
Really?
Yeah, because there's like, it's changed a lot over the past year because they've been evolving it as they get feedback. But the art is super cute. It has Bosley art, so it has all those cute
really?
animal. Yeah, it has all the cute animal art that we know from Everdell and a lot of his recent games. But it's like this giant. I think the theme is it's kind of like endless winter type thing, so everything's frosted over, and you're trying to stay warm. So you're trying to keep the town warm, and then collect like artifacts, battle monsters, explore the map. So there's a little bit of like everything very sandboxy. So you can go out, explore like this ocean, which will give you items and I think powers. You can get little quests that will get you points at the end of the game. You're trying to collect these relics that like level up your stats. And then there's a dungeon that you can go into and fight the monsters to get points and other things. Yeah, so it has a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
They've also hinted at like as you play it, you unlock some stuff. So it's got a little bit not legacy, but kind of like Slay the Spire, where you can like collect new cards to change it up. Has some cute, like all the pieces look really nice. I got the like. Laura was really interested in it, so I got the like super deluxe. Everything's like resin and like very neat, and it wasn't super expensive for a lot of these types of games.
So this one you did back.
This one I did back, yeah.
Nice.
These next 2 I've backed. And all the other ones I was very close to, and I might still jump on. But yeah, that's Flow.
Did you back it number 1?
Yeah.
Okay, so at least your top 2. Yeah. It's number 1. I didn't back him. I'm hyped for it. Okay, that makes sense.
Well, I mean, it could be something that you're not sure, but you're really excited
That's
about.
true.
Because that's pretty much how everything on my list was. It was like I backed a lot of things at one point, and all these came out around the same time. Generally, I think Luthier was later, but I didn't want to spend like hundreds and hundreds of dollars on games that don't come out for 15 months.
Yeah, that's fair. The art looks a lot like Tidal Blades a little bit. Like
a little bit.
Yeah,
it has very distinct Andrew Bosley.
I know that was is Bosley Tidal Blades too.
I don't think so. I don't know who the artist is for that.
Me neither. Oh, interesting.
What's your number 2?
Cool. So, I wanted to back a game, and this ended up becoming the one I did back.
Oh,
The one
it's
game
not
I
number
backed,
1.
So I didn't back my number 1.
oh,
But I will I probably would end up getting it in person. I don't know.
I know what it is.
First of all,
Really?
the second one I had is Speakeasy.
Oh, okay.
Lacerda. I really want to play Lacerda game. I don't even know if I played Kanban, but
Oh, shut up.
No, you had just played it.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure we played it, and then within a week you were like, "I'm definitely getting it."
Yeah.
I think you said that. Is that the time I played it?
Yeah.
I think you're talking about
it
getting
was
it
us
as we were packing it up still.
I think so. Yeah, I did get Speakeasy.
That's
So
okay,
I
good.
like the last day.
Oh,
Yeah.
jeez.
Because it was wrapping up
I'm a
then.
very last minute kind of person. Yeah. But yeah, it was wrapping up, and that game it's really cool. I like the theme. I like thematic Euros, and if it's heavier, it's even better. But you're in the 1900s, 1970s. You're a mafia gang leader, member, mob boss, and you're trying to make as much money as possible, and you're trying to launder money as you collect it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you got your money that's in your bank, and then you can use it to spend. So your victory points you can spend, but it's like the 2-to-1 ratio. It's a heavy. It's a lot of stuff going on, but everything's thematic. It's tied to like what you would feel as a mob boss. Like whenever you send your workers to like talk to somebody, like you're sending like one of your henchmen to like go conversate with a worker placement spot. Yeah. So it's representative of that. You have little trucks that move alcohol through the city. You have little speakeasies, obviously, and then they get into like casinos and all that. So you're just trying to make as much money as possible, and you have all trying to hide or avoid confrontation with the police. So it has checks all the boxes of a thematic Euro that I feel like I'd want to play.
It's a Euro even with that thing?
100%.
Really?
It's sort of, they're all
Yeah.
super heavy worker placement games.
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm really interested. That one I almost put on my list, but I knew you were talking about
it was there.
How do you guys know each other? I put on my list, I'm like, I will
Well,
find
I
out.
knew
I
yours
don't know
would be
any
video
yours.
game IP.
Yeah, I didn't want it to be, bro.
I knew that
It
there
was
was only
video game.
one that we might cross over.
Yeah, I
I
knew
knew
it
his
was
whole list effectively.
My one non-video game is the one that crossed over, of course it was.
I feel like mine's generic.
But I really want to see, because that was the weirdest part when I was looking through
Yeah.
Speakeasy. I'm like, this seems so thematic for him. That's normally like, they're thematic, but they're very rooted in like
it
gameplay
really
with
hits-
a purpose.
Yeah, it really
And I
hits
was
the
like,
beat.
yeah, I'm really interested to see how it turns out. That if you really
Yeah.
feel like a mob boss, or you feel like you're just pushing like dollars around to push buttons,
Yeah. Hopefully not. It
But I
seems
mean-
cool. The fact that they had the trucks and the fact that they had like
Yeah.
a little alcohol, you get to feel like, okay, I'm gonna ship this illegal substance across the city.
Substance.
I want to do it.
All right, Daniel, what's your top dog?
I don't need to look at it. I know 100% what this is. Actually, for the record, I built my list after knowing, like, this was one, everything else was
Came
gonna fall
after.
after. I knew that for a fact. Do you guys know what it is?
I'm gonna let you say it, but I think I know.
I
what
think
it
we
is.
talked about it.
I've talked about it. And for the record, Jake backed the game. I want to know, you were watching this video for a fact. We have the exact same game taste. Apex Legends, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, that's not what I said.
Wait, what? Wait, what do you guys
I
think?
forgot that's coming out.
What do you think?
This is number 1, right?
That's my number. Mine's
like-
Apex.
this
Continue.
Wait, what do you guys think? Oh, yeah,
No,
okay.
we can't talk about that.
Okay, I guess we'll find out later.
Yeah.
But alright, so Apex Legends, I'm not a huge thing in battle royales, but I played H1Z1, the first battle royale. Actually, I played the first battle royale, Minecraft, Hunger Games,
literally.
and then
Yeah.
H1Z1 when it was big. Everyone made fun of me because I'm like, guys, stop talking. I gotta listen to my games. Like, when do you have to listen to your game? And then the next year, Fortnite came out. Everyone's like, shut up, Daniel. I gotta listen to my
Yeah.
game. I'm like, the tables are turning. Then Apex made battle royales good because Fortnite was okay. I like third-person shooters. Fortnite's art style is kind of too weird for me. It's too generic. It felt, I don't know.
It is
But then
childish.
Apex came and changed the game. Dude, they brought in the respawns. Fortnite followed them a week later.
Uh-huh.
Bro, they brought in
Yeah.
characterization, skills, all that stuff.
Didn't
Bro.
Warzone do the respawns first, or was?
No, it was Apex
Apex did
first.
it first.
Apex was a week, like 2 years after.
Oh no, they definitely did it first. You're
Yeah,
right.
because Legends came out like 2017, something like that, and then
Yeah.
Warzone was 2019. Dude,
That's right.
I love my gaming stuff. I was an esports coach for that game for a while, and dude,
Really?
Legend, yeah,
That's
dude,
cool.
I've done everything. Apex was dope. Seeing a board game about it, the game looked amazing. I just can't tell you a single mechanic. I looked at the video. I was just like, "This is beautiful." Everyone's like loading in. It's like, "Oh, you back now? You get Loba." I'm like, "Someone's better back it now." Like, dude, they only have like 9 champ. I know they have more, but I'm not gonna pay all that money. But I want to try it so badly because I know the Call of Duty game for me. When I was watching it, it was I think more complicated than I want it to be. And some of these other things like Adrenaline seemed dope, but it wasn't an IP, and I'm an IP junkie. And then Apex Legends now, like, it might be exactly what I want, because you kill each other, but you respawn like Adrenaline and all that stuff. So I am so hyped for Apex Legends. I'm playing that. It should be coming, I think, like March or like May. So, like, dude,
Oh yeah, soon.
the second it comes in, I'm going to cry.
That game looks really cool, but like, I wondered. I was like, yo, how are they gonna mimic Pathfinder's grapple in this? Right?
No, honestly,
like, how are they gonna
completely,
like bring this in board game format? Who do you main in Apex?
In Apex, I mained well, whenever it came out, Revenant. But before that, it was I did Lifeline with their heal and stuff, and then they added the shield. I was like, I'm back to Lifeline. They added the shield. I'm like, I'm away from Lifeline.
Yeah.
But no, I was a 6 scope, bro. Dude, I love sniping.
I played Pathfinder and then Mirage.
Oh my gosh, you played the trollest people.
My friend did the exact same thing.
Oh my gosh, dude!
Bro, man,
Like the trolls are all like, I'm Pathfinder. The freaking Mirage is like, I'm Mirage now. My gosh.
Yeah, I did get a lot of slack.
Then Caustic was the next. Caustic was a troll for a bit.
He was pretty good though.
I'm excited to see like, dude. I'm telling you, if Revenant's in this game, bro, I'm gonna be so.
Yeah.
Fair.
Apex I really enjoyed until everybody got better than my group, and we're like, oh my god!
It's usually how it is with those
You
battle
like
royales.
someone peeks around the corner like bah, 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 dead. You're like
Yeah, but the lobbies.
What?
When they did the short lobbies, like the verses, that was my favorite thing. The 3v3s?
Oh yeah,
I
the
don't think I
3v3s.
played.
Dude, we gotta do 3v3. The 3v3s is what brought it back. Like, everyone kind of drifted away because like, it's too long, too skill. But the 3v3s added a whole different. If you're good at FPS, just go ham. Like it's amazing.
It's fun. I play it. We gotta play.
Heck yeah, let's play.
What do you mean?
I played Wraith. Is it Wraith? The
Yeah,
girl?
Wraith.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was dope.
And I forget the other one. I mostly like that
Bloodhound?
one. Yeah, I like
I would say Bloodhound was cool.
You just
Yeah.
gotta
I
see
sucked
it.
with it. I only played Bloodhound.
I don't think he was very good, but I
Yeah.
played him a lot in the beginning, and then I realized he wasn't that great, and then because like his hitbox was weird, and
They definitely bumped.
there was a lot of counter. Like I know Pathfinder had a lot of issues because his
Yeah.
hitbox was real wonky.
Oh, he was too skinny too. That's the thing. Yeah.
skinny legs, but like big torso.
Yeah.
Yeah, then they added that as like a whole feature where it's like if you get hit, it's actually like 10% more damage. The
Yeah.
it's like 10% less damage.
That was weird.
They did a good. I think they do good. Then they had the Final Fantasy VII crossover like 2 years ago. Dude,
Okay.
Apex is it, bro. Don't even get me started.
All right, we derailed. hard
Yeah.
there. All right, my number 2 is
What?
One.
Number 1.
Whoa!
I went backwards.
Yeah.
My number 5
I
is.
know what your number 2 is.
I wanted to tell you about it again.
I forgot.
My number 1 is a game that I'm super excited about, and it could be coming in as soon as this week. We have
What?
no idea.
Oh yeah.
Wait, what?
Oh yeah.
It's on UPS now, maybe.
Oh, okay.
And
Dude.
it is Elder Scrolls: The
Yeah.
Betrayal of the Second Era. So it's
Yeah.
the new chip theory game, super deluxe. Everything is crazy.
He thought this was gonna be his number 1.
Yeah, I thought this was
No,
gonna be
I don't
yours.
care about Skyrim, bro.
So I at least joined the Daniel IP train for
Let's
once.
go.
Um,
Taking over.
I think I'm almost more excited because I haven't played any of the chip theory games yet, and they seem very much up my alley. Like dungeon crawly, like fighty, but level up your character, cooperative game. Like I've played a lot of Gloomhaven, so
No,
those
no.
kind of games I think are really good to get everybody together, and then we have something that's not as competitive, which is nice. But so I think I'm more excited to try like that chip theory experience than necessarily the Elder Scrolls, even though I do like it. But I'm not like the biggest Skyrim or Oblivion person, even though I played it a lot as a kid. But I'm really excited to just see how they implement all of that, like the sheer replayability of building all of our characters.
Yeah.
And we know like Daniel's character is gonna be something wonky,
Yeah.
like
Animals,
athletics,
Ricochet,
and-
rounds looking
He's
character.
gonna be
As
like
many-
athletics and heavy armor. We don't know how he killed this guy, but he can run really far. And so I'm just really excited. I know they put a lot of humor into it. Yeah, it's gonna have a ton of replayability. I think it'll be really fun to get a group going and plow through that and see what it has to offer. So
Is it like a campaign where like you destroy some of the components, or is it just,
no, so
oh,
it's
thank
purely
God.
replayable.
Okay.
It's like I think they're calling it a mini campaign. Basically, you play 3 sessions
Okay.
of the
Slay
game.
Spire.
Slay the Spire
Or
style, a little
Slay
bit longer.
campaign.
They're saying it should take like, as you get more familiar with the game, obviously it increases in speed, and the way that kind of like Slay the Spire, where you could take like more events instead of combat, that'll speed it up too. But they say each session should take like 2 to 4 hours, and then get faster as you know it a little bit more. So the whole campaign should take like 8-ish hours to play through the 3, and then you culminate with like a big final boss. And the final boss depends on, I think, each zone region, because they did like each of the 5 regions from the games.
Okay.
So there's like Valenwood, Cyrodiil, those like the Skyrim region, obviously. Each zone has its own boss times 3, I think, and then so there's different versions of her based on the zone, and then there's 5 zones. So there's like a ton of variability depending on what you do, and then you choose a quest line at the beginning. So that gives you a direction. So you can be like, we're going to follow like the Mage Guild for this one.
Oh,
so you
that's
can do
cool.
like each region times each.
What the heck?
Yeah, each region times each guild. So you can be like, we're going to do Skyrim with the Fighters Guild, and then we're going to do like Valenwood with the Mages
kinda
Guild.
Do they have like the werewolf and the vampires, like all those?
I don't know if how they've implemented that. I would imagine there's probably some events or something that can do something,
say,
but I don't think you can like as far as I know, you can't sign up at the beginning to be like a vampire or.
Well, naturally, you have to.
But I guess you can't do that in the game anyway. So,
Yeah.
but I know you get like 6 skill lines, and they like balance each other out, and there's just like an interesting fatigue system with how you roll the dice. But it's like chip theory games. You roll like tons and tons of dice.
I think
It looks very cool. It looks like it'll have a good amount of like fun randomness, replayability, and story with like tight fighting. So
I'm so surprised this is your number one. I thought it was on the list, but like this is your number one.
No.
You guys are both gonna have the same number one, to be fair. The way you sound that.
I'm so surprised that, I mean, like, here's the thing, Skyrim, like every other game I know, their favorite game of all time, they put like hundreds of hours, beat the campaign tons of times. That's why I'm confused. Who's the final boss? It's the dragon. It's the dragon blade.
it's a new lady. I can't remember her name.
It's a girl. It's not a dragon?
No, it's a. I think they created her because this is a new. It's like
Is it like a
adjacent.
war?
It's I don't know what her. I can look it up. It's adjacent to all of the current stuff, but it's completely new. So when they built this, they spent like thousands of hours with Bethesda and all of those guys because all the art had to be approved, all the text had to be approved.
Let's go. I'm so high for that.
Yeah, and there's like you can buy what would you call that? Like a coffee book that has all the art. So they have like a 200-page little like art book basically of all of the custom art that they made for the game. So it's very much like all the eggs are on, to be super good.
That's good.
Because they've checked all the boxes. Like they've gotten all the approvals. They've put in their time. They made games. It's also way bigger. They said this is like 3 times bigger than all their other games. So it's a ton of play testing and trying to figure out what makes sense and what works and all that. So.
Dang, dude, I think it's gonna be better than video games. The reason I don't like the video games is because I don't like the mechanics. Like I don't like the whole like the lifelessness of the bodies. But I think it would definitely benefit by like condensing the world down and just amplifying the people that are actually in the game. So honestly, yeah, I'll be hyped for this.
Cool. I think you're just lucky that you're getting it in a week.
That's great.
I don't know if I'm getting it in a week, but
you're getting a lot sooner than I'm getting mine.
Yeah. But I mean, I did back this like 14 months ago or something like that.
You had
2020.
It was over a year.
Yeah, 2023.
I think I want to say it was like January of last year.
I think it sounds familiar because I remember when the campaign was.
I think it was very beginning of last year.
Interesting.
Cool. That's exciting. Can't wait to play that one. So the last one, number 1, you said you knew my whole list.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I won't say it, but I think I know what it is.
I'll just go for it. So I only backed one game because I mean. I like Kickstarter and all, but like I can wait, I guess.
Oh, 100%.
If I'm gonna spend money, I might as well spend money when it comes out.
Oh yeah.
But I would have backed this game if I didn't back Speakeasy. It came out right after. Hegemony was one of my favorite games last year.
Yeah, that's
it. And they came out with a banger. So World Order is my number 1 most anticipated game. It just sounds like when I was a kid, I would look for like a game like this, like a deck building, area control, war, political. Faction asymmetric game fighting each other like I think that just sounds amazing. It sounds like deck building works so well in a lot of like great games like like Dune Imperium like I haven't played Arnak but that game is amazing. Slay Aspire amazing. Like whenever it's in a game and the game is done well, like it's done beautifully. Hegemony Games came out with such a banger in Hegemony, so I feel like this is kind of like following in that spirit but like keep like going down what Hegemony missed, which was that conflict. For people like me, I suppose.
Oh, there's no conflict in Hegemony?
No.
Not directly, no.
Oh,
it's a voting. Your conflict is voting.
Yeah.
And, yeah, and like, pay my loan,
Isn't that exactly what like Zuvadis is? And that's pretty conflict.
Not
really.
I want to say like conflict, like
the conflict's more like negotiation. Yeah.
Okay.
There's no like, I'm gonna
like
take your stuff.
So there's no direct like I'm shooting you right now. Okay.
No.
It's very indirect though because like the way you push the policies can really hurt and help certain people.
Oh dang.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're usually doing it for yourself. You're not doing it. You're not doing it because I want to screw up and go.
That doesn't work for me.
Yeah. Like no, this game is like you're trying to take over the world.
Wait, what?
Yeah, pretty much. It's literally the map of the world, and as you take over different parts, you get more points. And if you're United States, obviously you want to control the United States area. If you don't control that, you have like a penalty.
What's the theme? Is it literally just like countries trying to be like?
It's basically like 2020, 2035, like World War III.
I was like 10 years now. I'm glad they're calling it. I
I
guess.
think it's like that, right? It's like
I
it's
think
modern-ish. It's like it's a little more.
It's like modernization. I think it was that the United States has fallen out of a superpower and that everybody's trying to jump in It's the general theme.
Super
So there's like a
relatable,
combo. Yeah, I mean, that's actually
Super
a lot of
relatable.
people are like, man, this is like kind of hitting home on like current geopoliticals because you play as a nation. So there's like China, Russia.
Oh wow.
I think the U.S. and one other. I don't remember the fourth, but
oh my goodness.
it's like
the European.
who you expect.
the
Yeah.
fifth one's just Narnia.
Basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my number one.
Dang man.
Yeah,
I think that one's gonna be fun.
I think it's gonna be very interesting. I think. it'll work
And
well.
my understanding too is they took like the concepts of hegemony and they kind of streamlined it
They
more.
streamlined it.
Obviously, it's a
made it more
different game, but
approachable. But I don't know what deck building fighting games are there right now.
There's like fighting, I don't know,
Doom,
DC deck
I
building?
guess.
They're
Doom.
fighting each other.
Like
DC
direct
deck building.
fighting, no. But you can also, my understanding is you can also avoid the fight entirely in that game.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know
Yeah.
that. I didn't know that.
I don't know if you win, but it's like,
yeah, that was the point.
I
yeah.
was saying, and dude, you could just not deck build. I mean,
Yeah.
but I mean, there's like DC deck building. That's all about that. There's one I had. It's not deck building. It's just
I
a
haven't
deck.
played it, to be fair.
You guys talked about like some of the games are on my thing because I had Tend at Brink. There's Gatsby as well. I wanted to look into, but
I don't know anything about that one.
you know the Great Gatsby.
Yeah,
It's
only
about that.
Some of them is my list. Tamari
Should
is
we
my
close
list.
it out before we go on a...
I love you. No, I wanted to say about some other ones like Metal Gear comes. It's supposed to be released this year.
Another
It's supposed to
IP.
come out last year. Of course, dude. I mean, I love
Getting
these things.
non-IP games.
Bro, Simon though.
Does this man have 4 video game IPs? And
No.
And didn't put the biggest one on there?
Yo, Apex. I mean, yeah, Skyrim's the video game. Like, honestly, when I see the tattoo, that is the video game tattoo at this point. But yeah, it's everything.
Okay.
Like, comment, subscribe if you like these videos. Want to see more? I'm probably gonna do a video that's just the top 5 2025 video game IP games now.
Yeah.
I mean, I have enough content for a month.
It wouldn't be any different than this.
I just put in instead of Luthier, it's Skyrim. That's the game. That's
Yeah,
the list.
exactly.
But yeah, peace of a great day. God bless. I'll catch you guys later. I'm gonna play Root now, maybe, hopefully. Okay, bye.
Cut that last part out. Bro.
Never, dude.